trading with Quotex broker, and over here I'm going to show you a very powerful strategy that I've been using recently. Alright, so over here I'm using three indicators. The first indicator I use here is parabolic SAR, the second indicator is moving average, while the last indicator is moving average also. So the setting of my parabolic SAR is this. On the acceleration I use it as a 0.04. On the maximum acceleration I use it as 2. So over here I actually take my line and I use this color here. So when you're done, you just close it. So the second indicator I use is moving average. Alright, with a period of 23, the moving average here is EMA. Alright, and over here I use green color and I take my line. So the third moving average I use here, it comes with a period of 5. The moving average right here is EMA, and I use red color here and I take my line, and when you're done you hit save. It's as simple as that. Alright, this strategy is 1 minute what's it called, trade time, and 30-second candle time frame. So if you're new to this broker, you can pretty much put up your indicator by clicking the last icon here, and this is the list of where you can actually put up the indicator. It's as simple as that. This is the way you can actually change your candle type. So on this video I'm using it on Heineke Asher candlestick, and this is where you can change your what's it called, time frames. As simple as that. And if you haven't signed up with this broker, make sure you use my link in the description to sign up. You're gonna have at least 50% what's it called, bonus on your first deposit. So how this strategy works is very simple. This strategy works based on the trend, and we're going to be using the three indicators to confirm a very strong trend before we enter a trade. Alright, so the number one thing we are looking at each time we're going to take a trade, for example, if I'm going for an up trade, is to always make sure that we have an indication of our parabolic SAR is just giving us an uptrend confirmation. So make sure your moving average, your both moving average intersect each other, just like what happened here. Make sure the moving average intersect each other and they're both line giving you an uptrend before you enter an up trade. Alright, the same thing applicable if we're going for a down trade. The number one thing is to make sure we have a confirmation of our parabolic SAR in an overbought position of the chart, giving us a confirmation of a downtrend. Also, we need to have our both moving average intersect each other, alright, and also giving us a strong confirmation of a downtrend before we enter a trade. So I pretty much use this with normal market, not with OTC, but it actually works with OTC, but I prefer using it in normal market because it actually works really great on a normal market. So right now I'll be putting up my currency pair up. So I've actually put up the best currency pair up. So over here I'll be analyzing the market, and when I get a good moment I'm going to come down and enter a trade, and of course I'm going to show you perfectly what you need to see before you enter a trade. Alright, okay guys, I'm finding a good moment here. Alright, so I'm going to enter a trade on this real quick before I start the explanation. So the number one thing I actually find here is very simple. As you can see right here, over here we have an intersection of our both moving average giving us an uptrend confirmation. And not only that, when you actually check down here, you see that our parabolic SAR just indicate and confirming the trend. So this is actually a very perfect moment. So that's the reason why I entered the trade. So what I actually did here is very simple. The number one thing, so let's make sure that your parabolic SAR is just giving you a confirmation of an uptrend. Not only that, make sure that your both moving average intersect each other, and they should be giving you a confirmation of an uptrend as well before you enter a trade. Is very important. Also make sure that you are taking your trade on a very strong candlestick. Make sure that the candlestick you're placing your trade on is a very strong one that gives you a strong confirmation of a trend before you enter a trade. Alright, okay, a good one here. We end the money on that. Alright, that's actually a perfect one. So to actually have a very strong what's it called, trend, is to always make sure that your parabolic SAR is just giving you what's it called, confirmation. It's just starting out giving you the confirmation of the trend. It's preferable if you actually have it on 3 dot or 4 dot maximum. Alright, so let's make sure you put that in mind. And not only that, make sure that your two moving average intersect each other, giving you an uptrend confirmation as well before you enter a trade. A good one there, guys. Analyzing. Okay guys, I find a very good moment here. I'm going to enter this trade real quick. As you can see right here, our moving average both intersect, just intersect, alright, giving us a downtrend confirmation. And if you actually check, you can see that our parabolic SAR is also confirming a very strong downtrend here. So that's the reason why I placed the trade. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one. So if you actually check also, you see that the trend is just started up from a very strong upper trend on the chart. So I'm so confident that this is going to be a very good one. So that's the reason why I placed the trade. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one in the next few seconds. All right, a good one here, guys. We earn the money on that. That's a very perfect one. Keep analyzing. All right, guys, over here, find a moment here. I'm gonna enter a trade on that. So what actually makes me to enter this trade is the fact that my moving average both line just intersect. They're just intersecting, giving me the confirmation of the trend. But when you check our parabolic SR, you see that our parabolic SR has been indicating right from this position, and ever since then we're having a trend, what's it called, a confirmation of a strong trend. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one. Okay. All right, guys, we have a few seconds to close this trade. A good one there, guys. We're in the money in that. That's actually a very what's it called, good one here. Keep analyzing. So guys, as you can see, it's actually a very simple strategy. All right, say that I've always in the money in all the trade. So this is actually a very simple strategy, guys. All you just have to look at is to make sure that you have a confirmation of the trend. All right, so when that happens, make sure that your parabolic SAR is actually giving you the strong confirmation of that trend before you enter a trade. Is very important. All right, keep analyzing. Okay, guys, I'm finding a good moment here. I'm gonna enter a trade on that. As you can see right here, our parabolic SAR just indicate confirming the trend. Is something applicable with our moving average here. The both line intersect here, and they're both giving us a very strong confirmation. Not only that, is a very strong candlestick here. So I'm so confident that this trend will be very, very powerful. So that's the reason why I placed the trade. So guys, let's wait and see if this is going to be a good one. All right. All right, guys, a good one here, guys. We end the money in that. So this is actually a very perfect one. So you can see, guys, all the trade I take here is all in the money. All right. So guys, this is actually a very what's it called, powerful strategy. I've been using it for quite a number of days now. I think I've been using it right from last week, and it was very amazing. I can guarantee if you follow all the procedure, you're going to really love the strategy. The number one thing is to always make sure that your both line of your moving average intersect. If it doesn't intersect, do not enter a trade. So make sure that the both line intersect, giving you a downtrend. For example, if I'm going for a down trade, or it should give you a downtrend, make sure that you have your parabolic SAR doing the same thing. If you have it in a very if the parabolic SAR is just starting out, it's very good. It means that you're going to have a very strong confirmation trend. Or if it's already down, just make sure that your moving average is just intersecting, confirming the trend. And not only that, make sure that the candlestick you're placing your trade on is very, very strong, giving you a good prediction of the trend. All right, it's very important. It's a very simple strategy, very powerful one. And when I tried both with Pocketoption and with Quotex, I see that it works very